Yo guys, what is good? Welcome back on the Uncle Sharma channel. Here we are. We know who Inter's opponent will be in the final. It will be Manchester City, who yesterday, in the, in the most convincing way possible, secured their ticket to Istanbul with a 4-0 drubbing of Real Madrid. I haven't seen Real Madrid dismantle like that in a long time, since their own banter era, when they had that Dutch era of Real Madrid, when they started to be not as good. I don't think I remember Real Madrid being beaten so, not just a scoreline, just completely dismantled and ragdolled yesterday. So this is the team I wanted. I was saying, out of Real Madrid, Man City is the team I want. But after watching them yesterday, I was like, whoa, I don't know. I think I picked the wrong team. But at the end of the day, they're beatable. They're probably the best team in the world right now. But we are Inter. We have heritage. We have 3 Champions Leagues. We are happy to be in this Champions League, but at the same time, I give us a chance. So there's English media, foreign media, everyone's counting Inter out. I love it. Make us the underdogs. Think that we are not good enough. Think that Man City are going to win easy. I hope this gets into the Man City heads. I hope this gets into Pep's head, that they get comfortable. They start to underrate us. They start to underestimate us. That would work in Inter's favor massively. When you look at the prediction models out there, 538, we've seen this in the past. At the beginning of the season, by the way, I only use this as it's a nice visual, the way they present it, based on parameters that I have no idea about. But at the beginning of the season, these guys were giving us a 2% chance of winning the league, the Champions League, or getting to the final. I can't remember, but it was 2%, whatever it was. But we're here, and now they are giving us a 26% chance of winning this final. If you were to ask me, I would give us, my split would be around 65-35 to Man City. But I do believe in these guys. There's lots of variables until then. We've got till the 10th of June. There's about 3 weeks left to go. Until then, we've got team news that could change, injuries until then. So yeah, we don't know. One of the reasons actually why I was at the beginning of this, Man City this season haven't been the same Man City, but Pep being probably the greatest coach of our generation. If you would call him the GOAT, it's up for debate. Some people say Sir Alex, some people say Jose. But I think for this generation, yes, he spends a lot of money and everything, but this guy, there's always some coaching revolution, some tactical implementation that he does every season. This season he's done it again, because at one point, and I've been saying this for the whole most of the season, that this Man City team don't look the same to me. And even he, in January, when they were behind Arsenal in the Premier League, he came out and said, I don't recognize my team. Like, he was going on like a full-on passion. They're not running, they're not tackling. He was completely going in on his players. But this is what they do every season. When it comes to crunch time, they become beasts. They become animals, and yeah, that's what they look like right now. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there, guys. Let's go back to the team news. As I was saying, things can change up now until the 10th of June. Mkhitaryan, suffered his injury against Milan. It's been confirmed that is a thigh injury for Mkhitaryan. The official Inter website confirmed that today. So he underwent tests with the Inter medical staff today. This showed a quadriceps strain, so a thigh strain basically in his left thigh. That's usually, at least a couple of weeks. We don't know how bad the strain is. Inter never really quite revealed that. We've got those 3 games left to go in Serie A. And then we've got the Coppa Italia final against Fiorentina. So he could be back. I think, definitely the next game against Napoli is a write-off. I would probably write off the Atalanta one. And let's see after that whether he makes it back for the Coppa Italia, for Man City. I would try to actually not rush him back, try to rest him now. I'd rather have him back fully fit for that Champions League final. And have this midfield. This is the midfield I've been saying has been the best midfield for us. No slight to Brozovic, but facts are showing that Hakan, Barella, Mkhitaryan this season has been our best midfield, and we showed that again against our rivals Milan. So he is really, really important that we get him back fit. We'll see who Inzaghi's going to put in the next few weeks, whether it's Aslani or we know it's going to be Gagliardini, isn't it? It's going to be Gagliardini. Speaking of the final, around 20,000 tickets to be made available, Inter and Man City fans each. You know how it is. These finals, Europa League finals, Champions League finals, the corporate, the companies get involved, and a lot of these tickets are given out to these packages, these companies, and the corporate boxes, and the real fans are kind of usually left out, and only 20,000 tickets per fan base isn't a lot. But you know how it is. The stadium capacity of just under 75k. According to Gazzetta, more than half of that amount will be devoted to accommodating fans of both clubs. In my opinion, it should be about 30k each, to be honest. It should be 30,000 for both sides, and then leave 10, 15k max for, the neutrals. Inter and Man City to meet with executives to establish further details. So, logistics, where to stay, hotels, security, food, all that kind of stuff. All that planning needs to go in. Inter are not inclined towards making tickets available specifically to season tickets holders on a priority. This had been the strategy of Roma when the Giallorossi reached the Europa Conference League final. That's quite good, opening up to everyone. I guess to me it's good because I'm not a season ticket holder. The Gazzetta further reported that Nerazzurri could open up the San Siro during the final. That would be amazing. The demand for Inter fans to watch the final will obviously be far higher than the 20,000 or so, obviously, than the Ataturk Stadium can accommodate. Accordingly, the club could set up a massive screen at San Siro and show the final. Yes, that would be amazing. I mean, I've been toying with the idea of going to Milano for this final because I definitely won't be going to Istanbul. It's too expensive. But that could be amazing, being able to watch the final at the San Siro on a big screen. If they get 70, 80,000 for sure, easily to fill up that stadium, it could be amazing. It could be, match day vibes, but obviously just watching it on a big screen, that could be fantastic. And then next news relating to our logo, of course, we got rid of digital. Not gonna even say their name anymore. I just call them digital something. Inter could put the logo of a charity on the Champions League final shirt versus Man City. So apparently UEFA rules, people have been toying with the idea of bring Pirelli back for one game or try to get a sponsor for some game. But apparently UEFA rules wouldn't allow for a one-off sponsor or a change of sponsor or something like that, I read. So one of the ideas that's been thrown out there is Inter could put the logo of Intercampus. So Intercampus is one of the foundations and charities that Inter runs, around the world. They provide these football camps to kids, to underprivileged kids around the world. Really great initiative. So that could be a nice logo to put in instead of nothing. But also, obviously, the kit at the moment, to me, it looks amazing without anything. Here it is. UEFA rules will now allow Inter to get a new paid sponsor for the final. However, beyond that, the club's options are quite open. A charitable logo will be possible. Yeah, I agree. Fondazione Pupi, the charity that I've supported with this channel. Remember last year I used to donate every new channel member that used to join. I used to donate it to Javier Zanetti's Fondazione Pupi. That could be nice. What do you guys think? What should Inter do in that case? Should they go empty? Should they go blank? Or should they try to get one of these charitable sponsors? But yeah, finishing up with the topic of the video, going back to Man City, guys. What do you got? How are you guys feeling about this whole? Did you prefer Real Madrid or are you happy with Man City? I do want to engage with the conversation with you guys. And how do you feel? Do you feel like Inter can beat Man City? Because Man City, they the masterclass they put up yesterday against Madrid was really impressive, really scary. Pep's tactics, as I said, he's evolving. This guy's always evolving. this season, if I just show you quickly a quick, graphic, they've started to play, ignore Gabriel Jesus, but, they've started to play Stones in this kind of inverted centre-back role where he's, goes into actually midfield in a completely different way. Like he's always inventing something, the way that they press, they're so intense. They play a higher tempo than any team in Serie A. We're willing to be able to get used to that. You got that, alien up front, Haaland. It's difficult, the more you think about it, difficult. But Inzaghi in cup he's a different guy. He's a cup merchant. This team, as a proof over the last couple of seasons, has proven to be cup merchants. And as I said, I think this whole underdog, people counting us out completely, it kind of reminding me of Italy in the Euros. Although Italy wasn't such an underdog in the Euros at all. That was just kind of media hype, and the fact that the final was at Wembley. I think Inter are definitely much bigger underdogs in this case. And I don't want to start talking about tactics already, but I already can see like Lukaku has to start that game in terms of Man City's high line, the pressing, everything like that. I think Lukaku has to start that game in a few weeks' time. All respect to Edin Dzeko, who's actually, former Man City player. I'm sure he would relish playing against Man City. I think Lukaku has to start that game. Yeah, in terms of upcoming content, guys, let's see. We'll maybe try to obviously bring a Man City fan on in the coming weeks to talk about it or to preview the game. Maybe do a tactical breakdown with someone who's got a bit more expertise on tactics and stuff like that, and maybe do a combined 11. It'd be interesting to see, or maybe do a this or that video like I did with Adrian from Rabona TV to see how many Inter players would make it into a Man City fans team and vice versa. That would be really interesting. But yeah, at the moment, I'm just enjoying, loving life as an Interista. I'm hoping you guys as well. But let's not forget, next up, we've got Napoli in the Serie A, so we'll be previewing that shortly in the coming days. So keep a lookout on the channel for that. This mission is not over in Serie A. Top 4 still needs to be secured. Very, very important. And then obviously Coppa Italia, very, very important. Not as important as top 4 and Champions League, but still a trophy on the line. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you on the next one. Ciao ragazzi. Always, Forza Inter.